everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm Ekta and today we are going to be talking about something which is very important if you are in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship. And even if you're single, this is for you because जब एग्जाम आती है ना, तुम एग्जाम के दिन प्रेपरेशंस नहीं करते, तुम उसके पहले से प्रिपेयर करते हो ताकि एग्जाम्स में अच्छे मार्क्स आए. Now without any further ado, let's get started because today in this video I'm going to talk about relationship habits that a lot of people indulge into. They don't realize that these habits can literally ruin the equation, the alignment, the juice of your relationship. When I ask people कि अच्छा tell me that what are the relationship habits that one shouldn't get into, तो मुझे बहुत सारी चीजें आती है. Cheat नहीं करना चाहिए. You should, when you're with your partner, you shouldn't be busy with your phones. And there are many other things. Then you should respect each other. You should care for each other. You should love each other. But apart from these, there are other unconscious relationship habits that we really get into in terms of our behavior. The first and foremost is parallel scrolling. So recently there was a study that said that a lot of people are indulging, a lot of couples are indulging into parallel scrolling, which means partners who are together but still they're busy with their social media, they're scrolling, both of them are busy with their phones, and this is somewhere not just ruining physical intimacy but it's ruining your emotional intimacy. If whatever time that you have, ab pure din you are hustling, you both are hustling in your own respective fields, right? When you come together by the end of the day, and if you both are busy with scrolling your phones, parallel scrolling could also be that, oh, you're checking your phone and you show it to your partner, look, this is so good. Sometimes it's fine. It can be one-off, but not every single day. And a lot of couples are doing this today, and which is literally affecting their relationship where they don't talk about what has happened through the day, or they don't ask their partner about what really was the highlight of their day, what really affected them, how did they deal with certain problems or certain obstacles that they've experienced throughout the day. And this can really hamper the relationship between you two. You have to give time to each other. You have to improve your bond. You have to make sure that you're nurturing your relationship enough and not escaping from each other and using phones, social media. That takes me back to our next thing, which is triangulation. A lot of couples do that. And let me give you an example. Let's suppose if you're in a party or you're with your friends, you're with your family. What happens is you end up saying, oh, ye to aise hi karta hai. I'll tell you, wait. Let me tell you what exactly does he do, what exactly she does. So what happens, you're complaining about your partner to the third person just because you want this third person to prove who is right and who is wrong. ताकि तुम वेट करो कि वो बताए कि अच्छा तुम गलत थे. But do you think it's in any shape or form it's helping your relationship? No, it is affecting your relationship big time, because by the end of it you both will actually come together and you will talk about that, oh, ये नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, ये नहीं बोलना चाहिए था, because the third person will form an opinion about your partner, but over a period of time you will let go of those things because you love your partner, you care for your partner. And no one else, like no third person, will ever be in a position to understand what you two have. What are the alignments? What is it that you both, what your equation is like. No one can actually judge it. So don't let someone else decide for you too. And if you have a problem with your partner, just speak with your partner. Tell the partner that, oh, you know what, this is what bothered me, this is what affected me, and I think we should work on this. So triangulation is basically getting a third person involved in your equation, and you let this third person decide who's right or who's wrong. Just focus on the matter and work together as a team that, look, this is what affected us, this is what bothered us, this is what kind of hampered our equation for that time being. Let's just work through this. The third most important relationship habit that you have to stop right away is avoiding conflict. I know a lot of people, whenever they experience some kind of conflict or discomfort or any kind of a disagreement, they just walk away, run away. I know some people do have their own mechanisms to work through things. They have their own coping styles that, okay, since I've experienced something which wasn't pleasant enough, let me just move away for like about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I can have my me time and then I can get back and resolve this. And if that's the case with you, then you make sure that you communicate with your partner that, listen, give me about 10 minutes or give me whatever your time period is, give me about this time. and I'll come back to it and we can discuss this. Let's suppose this person is anxious in nature. You have just given a sense of relief to this person that, okay, this person will get back to me, which also means that I don't have to keep thinking and ruminating about how will I resolve this. I have to ask him, why did he do this, blah, blah, blah. So do not avoid conflict whenever there is a conflict or a discomfort or any kind of a disagreement. Simply communicate with your partner. Never sleep with conflict on your mind. Sleep with solution on your mind. Speak to your partner about what has bothered and how can you resolve it. Make sure that you focus on solution and not the problem. This is what we do when we work on conflict. Your conflict resolution has to be as simple as focusing on what can we do about it. It's as simple as that. And come to a midway conclusion, which also means that somewhere you do have to make some compromises. Your partner has to make some compromises so that you both meet midway, which then takes us to our fourth habit, which you need to stop right away. And that is ignoring boundaries. Why do we keep ignoring boundaries? Let's suppose if this is your partner's trigger points. If you know that this is what bothers my partner, this is what irks my partner, these are the boundaries that my partner has, why do I break it? Make sure that you respect each other's boundaries. You ask each other, what are your boundaries? What is allowed? What isn't allowed? Using abusive words, using cuss words. There are certain styles of communication that sometimes can be bothersome for your partner. So make sure that you understand what your partner's boundaries are. Some people can also have boundaries like, these are my work hours, which also means that do not bother me during my work hours. And that's the boundary you need to respect. So ask each other, what are your boundaries? Share your boundaries and work collectively towards that. Which takes us to our last and foremost. Of course, it's like an endless thing that we can talk about, but for this video, this is the last habit you really need to stop making. And that's bringing your past baggages, which simply means that, let's suppose if you've experienced some kind of trauma, turmoil, some kind of turbulence in your past relationship, if you experience a specific type of problem, you don't have to compare your past with your present. Every single person is different. You don't have to bring your past baggages because the person you were with is absolutely different than the person you are with right now. These are two different individuals. There could be multiple reasons why things did not work out with your past partner. There could be endless number of things, right? But with this new person, you have to understand where is this person coming from, what really bothers this person, what really irks this person, what triggers this person, what really makes this person special, beautiful. You have to think about your new relationship. You have to approach this new relationship from a different lens altogether. So make sure that you don't get your past experiences here. You don't have to associate your past with your present. कि अच्छा अगर past ऐसा था तो ये भी ऐसा ही होगा और future भी ऐसा ही होगा. No. Every single person comes from a different background, a different culture, different experience, different exposure, different upbringing, and you have to accept the fact that there's always going to be differences, and you do not have to bring your past or your partner's past for that matter. A lot of people do that whenever there's a disagreement or there's a fight, it's like they literally pinpoint at the partner saying, this was the reason why your past partner left you, because you behaved in a certain way. So you don't have to do this to your partner. So make sure that you do not get into these unhealthy, these toxic habits in your relationship. And I hope that this video was helpful. If you found it useful, make sure that you tag your partner if you have one, so that you both can collectively as a team work on these matters. And if you're single, then make sure that you prepare for your future exams. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also put it in the comment section that how did this video help you. And I will see you very soon. Till then, bye-bye.